I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hi friends, I hope you've been thriving, flourishing, maybe kicking ass, taking names. But if not, I hope you're hanging in there and overcoming life, being life. It's been a while. I have a condition, both autoimmune and neurological, which of course means it's mentally and emotionally taxing. And it's made it harder for me to react and post videos like I used to. Honestly, K-pop spaces, especially fan spaces, have been some weird combination of bad acid trip, horror show, combined with clown car. And it's been kind of nice to take a break from all that and just enjoy the music. But I did miss this, and I do miss you guys. So I'm doing a reaction dump. This is me just posting a bunch of very old videos. Apologies for skipping my usually detailed review. I am just going with really minimal edits, so I should just get them up and posted before they are officially labeled as what I think they already are, expired. So I hope that all of you are doing well, and I hope that I see you in better shape soon. Let's get into the blast from the past. Enjoy. Hi, folks. Welcome. Welcome back. I'm Nisi. I want to jump into my first STAYC reaction on the channel. I know Teddy Bear. I know ASAP. And I first dove into them when Cheeky Icy Thang came out, and a lot of people were talking about it being a change and different for them. So I had checked it out at that time. To be fair, I really, really loved Teddy Bear and ASAP. I think they're really cute songs. So to my ears, I do think I liked those songs better than I liked Cheeky Icy Thang when I did check it out. But I did like seeing it like a more mature, sexy side to the lady. So I'm wondering if we're going to continue to get that. But already I've clicked play too fast, and it sounded like a fashion show to me. So I feel like we're already getting at least like something more mature in terms of chic. All right. It definitely sounded like fashion show music, which might be fun. When I would say fashion show music, what do I mean? Fashion show music. This would never play at a fashion show, but it gives me the vibe of what I think fashion show music is, which is I'm too sexy for my, you know what I mean? Like if you play that song, imagine it. Don't care about the context of the man's voice and what he's saying, but what do you picture in my mind? I picture a runway and like flashes going off. And maybe that was just the envy of that song when it came out. Who knows? But that is what I think of when I think of a fashion show song. Or what is no, baby, don't hurt me no more. That song, dun, 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 there's something clubby about the sound of fashion show music. That's what it sounds like. All right. See if it stays that way. You hear that? Dun, 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 dun. Even how it's crescendoing, coming in. Priceless. They don't look like a mock mix. They're at a fashion show, guys. They're at a fashion show. Ooh. Definitely still going with the cheeky, Icy Thang type of vibe. Ooh. The background looks like magazine text behind them. Ooh. That was a big eye. Okay, title. Be bang bang. Okay. I love her voice on this chorus. They're all kind of doing that affect, but the first one has the perfect, like, kind of nasal voice to that. Whoa, we're even voguing in our dance. Okay. Ooh. Oh. 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 I love a dramatic pause like that. Ooh. What an interesting mix of looks. Really sexy, chic, leather, pleathery, and then very hip urban with the jean jackets, the really fuzzy jackets. She's perfect for this. She is the right one to start this chorus every time. Yeah, and it feels like they continue the affect, but that feels like her natural voice. Ooh, yeah, I can hear her. She has a little bit of nasal in her voice. Ooh. Oh yeah, she was not sounding like this before, so she definitely put an affect on that. Yes, even her talking voice. I do me. I wish I could do it better. I like trying to mimic voices, but that was not good. Everything is cover girl. We're in a fashion show. Take that still. Show me motion, models. Ooh. I love how we got low. Oh, she's also, wait, is that the same girl? They both are looking like a Mothman? I just assumed she was, maybe none of them were Mothmans. Is it over? You left me that quick? How dare you? Oh man, stop it, how dare you? You can't leave that quick. Like a runway show, boom. All right, guys, lights up. Time for the applause. The models and the designer comes walking out. Like, literally, that is how the song ended. I am so kindly jazzed by how cohesive everything feels about this. The styling, the sort of set that they're on, whatever the thematic backdrop to this MV, and then combined with the music said fashion. They gave us fashion at a fashion show. It was very, very cohesive. Again, doesn't have to be groundbreaking, but when something is cohesive, like when what you start to expect at the beginning is exactly what they end up giving you and packaged really, really well, it is so delightfully palatable. You feel a resolve to that. And though they took away my resolve when they ended the song so abruptly, there's something that feels nice about a song that meets all of your expectations and kind of brings it fully to fruition by the end of it. I think they did a really, really good job of taking what I felt in the first opening chords of the song and saying that was a foundation impactfully, and then continuing to lay out a story. I think they did a really, really good job of making a cohesive theme for this title. They look fabulous, right? That's the point. They all look fabulous. I'm loving these long extension, long ponies. The music was fun, so it put a smile on my face. It reminded me of a little bit of nostalgia, going back to those sort of songs that I mentioned earlier, the model songs. So it gave that feeling of nostalgia that also made me happy. Si c'est moi, si c'est moi. Too addictive. It's a horrible lyric when you like really stop and think of it, but it's the same way I think of like, si, c'est chic, freak out. That's freak, c'est chic. It's that kind of like, yeah, it sounds cringe, but it's perfect. How she changed her voice from the beginning to this. So light and airy in this part. Okay, that's my girl. Claiming her my girl for this one. Oh, even the type of shots they're taking and the flashes going off is so a Claudia Schiffer video from the mid-90s. I really like the heft in her voice. She has a good range. You can hear. That wasn't talking. You heard notes in there. My girl has so many parts. Ooh, they end it so. I do like that it's almost like a record scratch the way it ends. It's not exactly sound like a record track, but it's almost there. All right. That was Stacy. Cool. I enjoyed that. I probably enjoyed that more than I should have. It's not, like, it's not a groundbreaking song by any means. I just think it's a fun song that is well produced to be exactly simply what it is supposed to be, and it does that well. And for whatever reason, it feels satisfying. The whole cohesion of it feels very satisfying. So thank you guys for checking out my first Stacy reaction. I hope that you guys have a great day and that I see you in another video. Bye. Don't wanna be a blah blah. I'm too much.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.